contaminated with young, inexperienced caseworkers and polluted with bribes, high-priced bonuses for speedy adoption of terminated parents, and judges who don't practice law with the Constitution in their sights. This is a problem.
They take away the fathers, leaving just a mom and cubs. They know that with that out the way, the better things will go. Breaking apart the family, destroying the American way. Our legacy is built upon our families of yesterday. Fuck CPS, fuck what they doing. Fuck CPS, they need to be ruined. It's all about the division of family services. You hear that the division is what they about. They prey upon the family, the ones that the dad's been kicked out. We can't stand for this abomination. This is the song that needs to play across our once great nation, making us aware of the problem. Stealing our kids, it's not mama drama. Stand up for those who are lost due to them. We need to fight for the family, making America great again. CPS comes along with the mission to protect. The only thing they are doing is cashing in those checks, paid for by the souls of the children, diagnosed by a caseworker who is still a baby herself. They take away the fathers, leaving just the mom and cubs. They know that with that out the way, the better things will go. Breaking apart the family, destroying the American way. Our legacy is built upon our families of yesterday. Fuck CPS, fuck what they doing. Fuck CPS, they need to be ruined. It's all about the division of family services. You hear that the division, that's what they about. They prey upon the family, the ones that the dad's been kicked out. We can't stand for this abomination. This is the song that needs to play across our once great nation, making us aware of the problem. Stealing our kids, it's not mama drama. Stand up for those who are lost due to them. We need to fight for the family, making America great again.
In the United States, CPS makes upwards of $3 billion per day on trafficking and selling our children. The corruption may start with the caseworker, but goes through the judicial system, passing the governor through the Senate and into the White House. The entire system has a hand in the business known as CPS.
Our children are stolen every minute of a 24-hour day. They are being robbed of their innocence, their trust, their happiness. As parents, we are isolated and betrayed by a government we trust. States are balancing budgets on kids' lives. Only 12% of the kids taken will be reunified. Title IV funding is being riveted with fraud.
We need to stop CPS and abolish CPS.com is leading the way. Join us.
All right, everybody, welcome to CPS Victims Hunting Justice. It is Wednesday night, and boy, there is a lot going on tonight. All kinds of stuff in the CPS world. We had that Senate hearing earlier where they're talking about all the corruption and what was going on. You know, we had Allie's Army stuff going on last night. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on, people. This is happening. We are starting to expose CPS one bit at a time. People are listening, so we need to keep being loud and keep this happening. Everybody put your prayers out to Carrie. She's in the hospital. Give her some wishes right over here in the chat. Send her your prayers, your thoughts. She gets better sooner than later. We need her back. But let's get Benny out here and see what the hell's going on. Benny, what's happening, buddy?
Look, man. I'm telling you all day.
Man, the world is crazy today, man.
Yeah, I was watching the show earlier, and wow, to listen to them talk about, just the immigrants being taken, that says a lot for itself. But what about us Americans who live in the U.S. who are having our kids taken every single day, and they're not doing nothing about it?
There we go. Like outdoor.
Right. Well, there were points where they did. They talked about it. They tried to talk about it. There's a couple of senators that, they were like, oh, this isn't really happening and it's bullshit. And, that kind of pissed me off. But, I mean, at least it's starting to come out. Like they're starting to breach it.
Yeah.
Well, we need to breach it even more, I think.
No, absolutely. I mean, that's what needs to take place. I mean, we need to get this word out there. That way, people start paying attention to it. I talked to a lot of people in the chat rooms today in that Senate hearing, and they start watching our shows and stuff, so that's cool. We got a lot of coverage that way.
Got half on the bed and then fell back out of the bed. I must have been out like the light bed in here anyway. Oh, it was like 2, 3 in the morning. Oh yeah, it was a loud bed. Like it startled me.
Anything new with your case, Benny?
Huh?
Anything new with your case?
I haven't heard shit. It's been that quiet.
Yeah, it's quiet can be, huh?
Yeah. I thought I would have heard back from Richard, but nope.
Well, it's holidays for the people that have families still,
Yeah.
Tomorrow is Thanksgiving. Hopefully everybody survives that the way that they can, best that they can, get through that day without you and your kids. It really sucks. It really, really sucks. So I mean, we'll be on tomorrow night, so that will be you have that to look forward to if you guys do. If you don't, we don't celebrate holidays since they've taken our daughter. I don't know what you guys do, but we do none of that. We do none of the holiday stuff at all. So everybody just do the best that you can with what you got, and hold on through them. Just don't. If you're getting upset and you guys think that you need to do something stupid, there's always, you could call us, talk to us. There's no reason not to keep holding on, because this is going to be over soon. This will be over soon. Mark my words, this will be over soon. I fought too hard for this stuff. Everybody's fought too hard for this stuff to let them just, do whatever they want with this. And we're not going to allow that to happen. So just hold on. If you guys need someone to talk to, we have phone numbers here that you can call and talk to us. And
when he first got here,
talk through the problems that you have.
But he was
it's definitely hard to deal with holidays. It's definitely hard to deal with all of this.
The holidays suck.
The counter with me, and he kept jumping out, and then finally I put him in there, and I was like,
so yeah. So if you guys need anybody to talk to, I'll put the number up there so you guys can have it here in a minute. That way you guys can have you can contact someone and talk with us. So let's Herbert sent us a couple videos. Let's see if see what he sent us. Check out.
Yeah, he sent me a couple to go over. I think it's the same ones he sent you. But I had a migraine earlier, so I didn't watch any of them.
Oh, man, that sucks.
Yeah, well, it's been an ongoing thing lately.
I'm sure it's caused from the stress of this stuff,
Yeah. Between that and looking at my phone all the time,
Yeah, squinting your eyes.
sitting on the bed, leaning down like that, and then my knuckles are hurting.
That Herbert?
And then I get
Check
my.
this one out here.
Yep, there's Mr. Herbert.
I usually have the blue light.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Mr. Herbert.
I've seen the needle come in.
Hey, how you doing?
And it looked like
Hello.
he got me in
Doing
the
good.
mouth. And he's like,
Hello, how you guys doing?
Oh, we hear you.
that hair smell, and when he did it, when I pushed
I got a room full.
Yeah, you got a lot of noise in the background.
Can I see your ID, please?
Sure.
And what are you here for?
I'm the new worker assigned to Miss Lee's case. Are you Miss Lee?
I represent the name.
Yeah, we've already
Okay.
this one.
So this is my card. This has my phone number for my desk and my cell phone. And then this is the order of fact finding and disposition that was issued in family court.
On what day?
This was issued on November 9th
Was
of
I
2020.
present?
I'm unaware if you were present.
So, but
because
you're
I was not in
cooperating.
court.
You're cooperating in all of this tyranny, correct? So now you've made. Now it's personal.
Is a Child Protective Services caseworker.
Mm-hmm.
This is a live feed straight to Facebook and other websites. CYFD is here with a police officer, and they would like to come into the house and do an intake, or whatever else they call it, on Christopher, because they say he's acting out. I told them to go get a warrant, and they're both on the phone. Can you close my door, please? My gate? You need to go inside with him. And of course, this is on a Thursday, so they're ready to take him, I guess. I don't know.
Hey, so, state law says you have to let us in if we have a COFD intake report. If you continue to refuse to do so, then that's when... You're gonna have to get a warrant, because I will not let you in my house. My grandson... Warrant after we place you under arrest. No, sir. Okay, that's so not how it works. I'm letting you know. Are you refusing? I will let you inside, but I will let you inside under duress, because I know for a fact you need to go get a warrant. Okay, I'll have it on record that you're under duress. Just a minute, let me put my dogs up. Sure, thank you. Come on, guys. You need to clean that up.
Better clean that up, whatever that is.
Christopher, where are you at? What? Come on, guys. Yeah. Yeah. Topher, you're not in school today because you're sick.
I'm sick?
Yeah, you're sick.
How?
You tell them you're sick. They're gonna come in.
The kid don't even know he's supposed to be sick.
It's okay. You're not going nowhere.
Oh, shit.
Just a minute.
Hello?
Come here, Christopher. Come here, Christopher. You don't need to pound on my door and be intimidating.
So we understand you're letting us in under duress.
Under duress.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
I'm home from school because I'm sick.
Okay.
Or sick.
Ms. Gardner, may
Go
I
ahead.
step in?
Yeah, under duress, you may.
Thank you.
So we're gonna see where he sleeps, kind of food he has here, and that's basically all we need to come inside for. The rest we can do outside if you're more comfortable with that.
I am. I'm very uncomfortable being intimidated like this. You may not go into the first left, that's my room. The second left is Christopher's room. What exactly did this report say?
We'll explain that to you once we finish looking at the environment, okay? We can talk to you about that outside if that's what you're more comfortable with.
Absolutely.
Excuse me?
You may not go past here. Topher doesn't go there.
There isn't like some kind of,
Some kind of what?
Anything like that.
Really?
Yep.
Drug lab? You do realize we're both on probation, right? And we do submit to household inspections, right?
We'll explain to
The dogs are in here. You may not go in there. That has nothing to do with Christopher.
We have to make sure that there's nothing dangerous in there.
My dogs are in there.
Okay, and I'm not going to open the door very far so they won't get out, but I'm going to look inside.
What an asshole.
Okay, just a bedroom. Thank you.
This is what you call an unlawful search and seizure. Search.
Want to show me where the food he eats is? Is it in the fridge?
It's in that cabinet and in the fridge.
What does any of this have to do with being a parent?
Okay. Do you want to finish this outside?
Yes.
Wow, so apparently that video started playing a bunch of music. That was crazy. That was wild. That was really too bad that that did that. Well, let's just talk about that video for a second. Herbert, you there? No? Any questions? Any comments? Let's see here.
Herbert's here. I thought it was interesting how the parent told the child that he was sick. And that's why he was in school today.
Yeah, well, I mean, they just, just to make sure that that kid remembered that, I mean, we know that, kid
He was like, I'm sick? I know I was sick. But I understand what the parent was trying to cover up. I got what was going on. But I don't know why she let the police into the house.
Well, he said he told her you'd have to arrest her. That's bullshit.
Yeah, but arrest. Yeah, but then the question is, charged with what? What are you charging me with?
I don't know. That's what the cop didn't ever say. He said that you'd have to charge her for whatever.
What? There was no charge. I didn't hear what the charge was.
She refused to search, but the cops still went in.
Yeah, because she let him in. Because he threatened her with an arrest.
Right. Well, I mean,
and she should have right there. She should have said, "Could I speak to your supervisor?"
Right. You said that.
You want to arrest me? That's fine. Listen, you want to arrest me? You can arrest me, but I would like to first speak to your supervisor.
Right, but that's not right. You shouldn't have to do that.
No, in that situation, he's not giving her real answers because he's jerking a chain. And she should have jerked his chain by saying, I'd like to have a supervisor present while I'm being arrested.
Right.
Or, better yet, since you arrested me, I'd like to have a female officer present while I'm being arrested.
Well, I think everybody would want a female officer arresting him. What are you talking about for the woman?
For the woman.
Oh, for the woman. Okay.
Yeah, because she's got to be searched. Whenever there's an arrest, we search.
That's bullshit, too.
Yeah. So what happened was she got scared. She jumped scared, and she let him in. That's what happened.
Well, I mean,
and I think
it's very
that's what
intimidating.
happens.
Pops up in your face like that.
Yes, exactly. And that's what happens in most cases. But in some of the videos I sent you, you're going to see how the officer is being intimidating and the homeowner doesn't even back down. And guess what? The officer walks away. The officer walks away with his tail between his legs.
Yeah, let's check this dude out here.
All right.
Him, what's your name, sir?
You don't have anything to do with this case.
Huh?
You don't have anything to do with this case.
Oh, I got a lot to do with it. That's my child and my granddaughter. I have a lot to do with it. That's my seed. So you in the wrong, you way out of pocket. Don't tell me that's my child and my granddaughter. Go upstairs. Okay, no, where's Jalen?
I'm everybody in the room.
Okay, so I'm through talking. You ain't gonna talk to nobody in here but me. Okay. And you're gonna do it on the other side of that door.
Can I explain to you one
No, I already know why you're here. If you're here with a CPS worker, I already know I got a slight idea why you may be here. But it ain't gonna go down like that. Not today. Not today.
Why?
You wanna talk to me, we're going on the other side of that door. Other than that, you hold no authority in here. No authority. Have I broke the law?
Yeah, I know.
Huh? Is anybody here committed any kind of criminal acts?
No.
You need to exit my door. Exit my. I'm telling you, dude, exit my house, or I promise you, I'm gonna put a lawsuit on you that you're not gonna be able to handle. I'm coming for your pension. I'm coming for everything. Who won't get it? You keep believing that. You keep believing that. I didn't live to be 49 years old to be dumb, Slim.
I didn't either.
Okay, so yeah, and that's why I'm telling you, you're not gonna talk to no one in here, nobody. You're not gonna ask me nothing. I'm not answering nothing, none of that. Okay? None of that. So they gonna go down. So if you wanna sit and keep violating my rights being in my house,
I'm not violating your rights.
You're violating my rights, baby. I'm telling you to exit my house.
I was invited in by someone.
And I'm telling you to get your ass out because this is my house.
Did I cuss at you?
I don't care. It's freedom of speech. Sorry if I spit on you. I'm mad. But
what are you mad for?
Because I don't like your attitude.
What's my
You think you fit. You think you put fit. You think that gun and that badge. That gun and badge don't mean shit. And it don't mean shit to you either because you're not upholding the Constitution, my right as a citizen. I'm a taxpayer. I don't give a fuck if Jesus told you to come here. I'm telling you to get your ass out of here. This is my house.
And you just acting like an ass for
you can call it what you want. You can call it what you want. You can call it whatever you want. One thing I'm going to stand my ground. Because until I break the law, you don't have nothing over me. You don't have nothing.
No one said you did.
I don't give a fuck if you think I did.
I don't.
I don't care what you think. You think you Mr. Tough Ass because you got your chest over. That shit ain't about nothing. I'm not afraid of none of you motherfuckers because I know you. You talking about this stupid ass Trump all up in the office causing all this bullshit in the world. Y'all got more. Shut the fuck up. I'm not even talking to you. I point at you. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Why are they not
I'm pointing at
leaving
look, y'all. I'm pointing at
Why aren't they leaving
him. He
the
talking
house?
about don't point at him.
Listen,
You ain't asked me to do a motherfucking thing in my house. You don't like what you don't like. You get out my house too. You get your Billy Hillbilly ass out my house.
Listen.
Talk about don't point at you. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get your name.
What are you gonna do?
You want to have a conversation?
I don't want to have shit to say to you. I don't care nothing about.
Yep.
Okay, good. Let me give you the setup here. What's going on is the CPS and the police came to his house.
Yep.
His daughter let them in.
Okay.
He came in and he saw the police and CPS in his house.
Yep.
That's why he went off the deep end.
But why aren't they leaving now?
Oh, you're going to see the rest of it. I just wanted to give your viewers a little background on what's going on there. I saw the whole thing.
All right.
So
I don't give a fuck if you come back with Jesus, nigga, but you gonna get out my house. Get out my house. Go get your court. You here, you don't even have a court order? You in my house, you don't even have a court order? No, he said, no, that's not what he just said, and I'm video recording everything.
To take the child if you want to.
Yeah, you're not taking that child.
And if he comes back with a parole, we can't.
Well, that's what he better go get.
Okay.
That's what he better go get.
The order now, just listen.
I don't give a fuck. No, I'm not listening. I'm not listening because, see, you a threat. You a threat. You a threat because there are more officers in this world killing innocent people than there are terrorists here in the United States of America. There are more officers killing and violating people's rights, more officers. The same motherfuckers are supposed to sworn in to protect us.
You don't even listen.
I don't want to listen. I don't give a fuck about what you got to say.
And that's the
I
problem.
don't. You can call it what you want. If you understand the problem, understand the equal sign. The equal sign means I don't give a fuck what you got to say. Get out my house. You want me to calm down? You want me to talk to you? Step on my door. I'll come out there and talk to you. Other than that, it ain't gonna happen. Get the fuck out.
I'll talk to you outside.
Yeah, you will.
That's what y'all do, man. Y'all stand your grounds. Don't let these police officers put fear in your heart, man. I don't need your foot in my door, hold my door back. I don't need you violating none of this. You're still on my property. I need you off of my property.
I thought you were gonna talk to me outside.
You outside, but you're still on my property. Get off of my property. I'll come out there with you. I ain't gonna shut the door on you. I'm gonna be a man. Oh, I'm a man in my shit. You trust and believe it. I'm not scared of neither one of you motherfuckers.
I'm not trying to be.
You're being an asshole. I don't like you because you're a threat to society. I don't like you because you're a threat to society.
Because I'm asking you a question.
Because you're a cop. You're a crooked cop because you're already violating rights already. You sworn in to protect the law and you're violating the law.
What did I do? That was wrong.
You came in my house.
I was invited in your house.
Okay, and I told you to exit my house. Then what?
And then I asked you
okay,
explain to
you're not, hold on, you're not going to explain a motherfucking thing to me until I calm the fuck down. When I calm down, I'll shut the fuck up and listen to you. Okay. Right now, you got me pissed to the highest of festivity.
Because I was invited in your house?
No, because when I told you to exit my house, your knucklehead ass stood there like you got big balls, like a motherfucker scared of you. I'm not scared of none of you motherfuckers. You got the wrong, I know about the law. I know about all about it. I know my rights as a citizen. I respect the cops who respect me as a citizen. Those are cops out there. I respect the cops that go out and protect my daughter from rapists and murders and people that are really breaking the laws out here. No, you do it. You do it, but you do it on your own time. You call yourself you're good the crooked one. You go out there and you catch some of the criminals, but you violate the ones who's upholding the law. And I'm telling you now, if he come here and he act like he gonna talk to me, they're gonna talk to me like shit. You're all gonna be standing out here by yourselves. Only thing you had to do is walk out my door. This is my house. No, but it took you. I wouldn't even got this angry, dude, if you would have just left. I would have never got this angry if you would have just left. What's your name and badge number? What's your name and badge number, sir? Sergeant Berry. Okay. Yeah.
Now, can I explain why?
Now, I want you to. Let's start from the beginning. Okay, I'ma shut up and let you tell me what you need to tell me, which I'm almost certain is important. But understand this. Yes, my daughter let you in, and I'm almost certain they didn't say come in. They opened the door, and you took it upon yourself to walk in the door. Because I'm going to ask them.
I asked her what her name was?
Okay, no. Tell the truth. Because the truth will set your ass free.
I am.
That's what God says, right? Okay. The truth is that you knocked on the door, she answered it, and you walked in my house. Listen, I am their father.
I understand that.
I am almost 50 years old.
I got that.
Understand this very clearly. You can believe what you want to believe. I've been studying law a long time. I know my rights. I know my rights. So when you jump out there, make sure you jump correctly, because I will have you in court with a vicious ass lawsuit. I promise you. Starting first thing Monday morning.
Fine.
Okay? I'm gonna do paperwork on this. I'm gonna do paperwork on that, and I will be calling internal affairs.
Just remember, with that, this is recorded.
That's fine. That's good. Because that protects me and you.
Right,
I'm glad. Keep recording. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. You should. Okay, that's fine. Okay. See, she invited you in. Let's say I accept that. That's what I accept that. I am the owner of this. I run this. Did I ask you to leave?
You did.
Did you leave?
Not right away.
Okay, that's what. Because I don't need you. If you're not coming here with no documents saying that, look, we got to do this right here, right now. That's that. Then that's no.
That's what I was trying to show you.
No, you're not trying to show me, because he said that he had to go get. He can go. He said he can go. He can go get the child.
We're here to see if the child was here.
The child is here.
Okay, and
the child is very safe.
And that's what we're trying.
Well taken care of.
Okay, and that's what we were trying to establish, but you wouldn't let us.
Okay, no, because I was pissed.
Okay,
understand that. Understand that. When you piss, you're not trying to hear blah blah this and all that.
But
when you come in my house, be invited. You got invited. I'm gonna give you that. You got invited in the house, and this is my shit.
I got that.
So when I tell you to leave,
I got that.
You about face and you walk out that door because you have no authority over me.
Listen,
I'm not a lawbreaker. I govern, I uphold the law, and I watch bad cops. I actually go out in the street and I watch bad cops to see if they're violating people's rights.
But listen to me.
That's what I do.
We have paperwork.
Okay.
Saying to come check on the child.
Okay.
Only thing we were doing was making sure the child is healthy.
Okay.
Make sure the house is fine, which looks perfectly fine. The house.
Okay.
Wait. Let me talk. I'll let you talk.
Okay, no, because I'm putting all this together because soon you finish. Then I'm going to invite you to my house. You're not going to come in my house. All this like we're threatening. I will allow you to come in my house and you only to come in my house. I know normally you're supposed to have another cop to back you up to make sure you're safe. He ain't coming in. You're very safe. I don't have a gun in there. I don't have a weapon in there. I don't even go like I'm a single parent daddy.
I got you. And the reason we are here, like I said, came in, your daughter invited us in, we wanted to make sure the child was okay. If the child is fine and the house looks fine, the house looks great, no problems with the house, he's going to report it to Washington, D.C., let them know what the situation is, and then they make the decision. Okay. That's all it is.
Okay.
And that's what I was trying to explain to you, but you let me explain.
Okay, no, I didn't let you explain at the beginning because, again, if you're going to say something, let's start from the root of the problem. The root of the problem, yes, my daughter made a mistake and let you in my house. Okay. I found out you were in my house. I came down here and said, look, about face, get out my house. Regardless of how I said it, whatever. I can say it however I want to say it because it's called freedom of speech. That's what it's called. Okay? Freedom of press. That's what this is. Freedom of press. I don't need no badge to say do nothing, none of that. I can do it legally, and you can't do nothing about it. Okay? If you would have just, I'm gonna walk out, and then let me come out and talk. I wouldn't even be this pissed. But don't come in my house, play this tough role with me because I'm telling you, I don't care nothing about that. You know how many guns I done put to my head before in my lifetime? That shit ain't about nothing. I'm not afraid of death. Because I'm going to fight for what's mine. That's mine. All of that there. My children, my grandchild, all that's mine. I'm willing to die right here, right now for mine. So understand that. Okay? Understand.
We're going to pause this for a second because we got a special thing going on here. But, Herbert, what do you think about all that?
Dude, that guy was on point. I got to say, for a guy to stand up and put his stuff out there in front of this dude, and speak his mind and not back down, that says a lot. That says we, the people, need to start doing that more and more. Stand up and fight these motherfuckers and put them in their places and show that they are not siding with the right people.
Sure, I agree with you.
They are not supposed to get, cops are not supposed to get involved in civil cases.
Yeah. Now, Vinny, before you go on, I don't understand why the cop was talking in the first place. The CPS person should have been doing all the talking, not the cop. You see? So in this whole clip, why is the cop even opening his mouth?
He doesn't even have the jurisdiction to.
Well, it's not about the jurisdiction or not. It's not in his place to. He's there to help prevent any confrontation with the CPS worker. The CPS worker was the one.
They don't think like that.
The CPS, well, a lot of cops do. They know how to sit back, shut up, let CPS talk. If there's a confrontation, then you jump in. But the CPS is supposed to be controlling that scene.
But they don't. They chicken shit. They don't. A lot of the times they don't. They let the police do it.
If I was the cop there and you were to be chicken shit, guess what? We're gonna walk in. We're gonna walk out because I'm not gonna open my mouth.
Right. Let me explain this to you, Herbert. Cops up here are not that way. They will do whatever it takes to take your child with CPS. I'm gonna tell you that for straight facts because it happened in my situation. Because the cop was forced to be outside with me, watching me with my one kid, while she was in talking to my wife and my other kid. That's separating husband away from wife.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And it's supposed to.
I get that.
They're just to keep the peace and make sure nothing happens.
Am I right?
Yeah, I totally get
No
that. I get
violence.
that. But and it's the same thing. But it's the same thing probably happens in Louisiana, and it probably
It's
happens in
everywhere.
Arkansas. And
It's everywhere.
but it probably does not happen in New Mexico, and it probably doesn't
New
happen
Mexico,
in Utah.
New Mexico, it does.
You see what I'm trying to say
This
to
is,
you guys? What I'm
but it
trying to say to
all
you guys?
depends on the
It's,
officer. It all depends on the officer, really. If what they're
it
feeling that
depends on.
day. I mean,
That's right. But no, but
yep.
Vinny's saying is up in Maine, they're all like that. So I get it. In Louisiana, they may be all like that.
Well,
These
But
cops
in New
out here,
Mexico,
though, these cops up here will physically abuse you and not give two fucks, and then say, "Oh, we didn't do
yes,
that."
yes,
It's
that's
always
in
there's
They
Maine.
one
killed
bad
somebody.
apple,
They killed like
one bad apple in the
twice up
group
here
that
already.
can make the whole group look bad. Like just like with,
But that's in Maine. That's in Maine. You see, now you go to New Mexico, you'd be lucky if you could get a cop to call a CPS officer.
Brody says, "Hey, Brody Kim says, yes, it does. It happens in New Mexico too,
yeah.
right there."
Okay,
Almost
But I mean, it all
it happens in
depends.
New Mexico, but the
You know
thing
what
is,
I've
it's
always.
individualized.
So what about this, Herbert? What about when somebody tells you it's always at the officer's discretion? That's every time that they've been involved. It's always up to the officer's discretion whether they want to arrest you, whether they want to do whatever.
Yes.
It's all. So I mean, really. So it does go on everywhere. It's up to the officer though if they're feeling froggy that day or whatever they feel like doing, and that's what sucks. Like
No, it's a discretionary thing. The officers do have the discretionary stuff, but in the cases of CPS, officers shouldn't even open their mouth
Right.
at
They
all.
shouldn't be exactly. And that's where some officers they get their big head about themselves and just go again and nothing's ever done about it. Like that's what I'm saying. You have some officers that are big headed about themselves and they take it to another level and it's messed up.
Okay. Now I would like for Darren to play the rest of the tape because what's going to happen?
I'm gonna do that after, but I want to talk a little bit about North Carolina. Danielle's going to give us a North Carolina update here, or North Carolina knowledge, and then we'll finish it up after that.
Okay, so in
let's
in
let
North
everybody know what's going
Carolina
on
they
in North
are.
Carolina.
So in North Carolina, you got the Amish that are going over there. They got a 3-month contract over there, and they're still in Swannanoa building cabins and shelter for these families. But CPS is going in taking these kids. They just took a family of 3 kids away from a family just because they were living in, and they even got donated a camper, like an RV, and they're still taking the kids, and they're doing it to wipe out, and it's hard for these families because I mean you got to think they just went through the natural disaster and they're not getting no resources but from other people, like part of different communities. The government is not helping them at all, and they're making it hard for these families. So I say whatever we can do to reach out to these families to help them, because I mean nobody's hearing about none of this. They're not. I mean the death count is ridiculous. They're not even saying the numbers, and they're burning piles of. The government's coming in and burning piles of debris out there from the disaster, and these people's families are still in this mess that they're trying to recover their bodies or what they can of their family members. I mean, and not only that, the shelter that they're building, I mean, you got the Amish that are going in and they are building shelters. I mean, they are building what I would call a shelter for, I mean, it's a home. It's a home. I mean, it might be a tiny home, but it's a home. And they're wanting them to come up with permits and everything. Like, come on. It's ridiculous. And I found out that also Kamala Harris's husband is part of a CEO with BlackRock, I believe it is. But I mean, it's crazy over there. And so if y'all know anything or anyone that can reach out to these families in North Carolina to help them with, and I'm gonna share that when I go back out there about the Darren's group and everything, and put it out there because these families need help. I mean, they're already lost anyways because of them losing their homes alone. But they don't need to lose their land and their families. This is messed up. I mean, you got people out there that lost all their family members, and like it's only them and their kids left. So it's just, I would never thought we'd ever see this. But it's just how greedy the government's being. But they're trying to take all credit for the what am I trying to say? The stuff that's going on, like the areas being built up and being fixed, and the government's trying to take all credit for it. Like they're trying to give it to FEMA, like for the bridge that the roads that the West Virginia boys went in and rebuilt. I mean, you got people. Samaritan's Purse is really a big thing out there, and they're doing a lot. It ain't FEMA, it ain't American Red Cross. It's actually people like us, just civil people that are no involvement. And but I say fuck the government. Pardon my French, but I mean, sorry, I didn't mean to say that, but I mean I do mean it. But
Hey, here's what it is.
I don't like saying it.
Right. I'm gonna play this video. This is a friend of ours, Michael. He's an attorney out of New York. I've met him a few times and I've talked with him. He's a good dude. But this is his TikTok video. Check this out. This is what's going on over there. For those of you that don't know,
it's bad.
We all know about the devastation that the hurricanes caused North Carolina, and now
can you hear that?
No.
No, it needs to be turned up a little bit more. But yeah, he's
Yeah, Michael's a hotshot dude from New York.
Oh yeah, I talked to him and all that. He's cool, a cool attorney. He's really cool.
Oh wow, it's as loud as it gets.
Oh.
That sucks.
But we could turn our volume or mute our mics probably, and maybe.
Let me see if I can do something about this here. Do this. Let me see here if we can do something to change this up here.
Attackers, welcome to Real Law Talk. We all know about the devastation that the hurricanes caused North Carolina, and now I'm getting several reports that CPS in North Carolina is using its resources not to help the children that have been made homeless with their parents who've suffered this kind of devastation, but to actually remove them. I have seen the reports. I haven't heard of any actual cases, but if you're a parent in North Carolina and CPS comes to you, do not speak to them. Speak to the FEMA reps, speak to the people who can help you get on your feet. But taking or admitting how hard you're struggling with the hurricane to a CPS worker will result in very negative consequences. It is devastating, and I'm shocked that something like this is occurring in a time of this type of catastrophe. These families need help to get on their feet. They do not need their children removed in this type of situation. And that's Real Law Talk.
Let me see if this next video will play louder.
All right, so I made a video about CPS, and everybody said it wasn't true. They were questioning it. If you believe me, if you know me, you know I don't lie. And I know firsthand now that this is definitely happening. They are definitely snatching kids left and right, not just in North Carolina, but also in other states that were hit by Helene. They're not going to slow down. They are ramping it up. So it is definitely happening. This needs to end. CPS needs to end. I know that CPS is corrupt. I've dealt with it before in the past with other families that have gone through it. And this is a whole other level. Since when does a devastation mean that people are supposed to lose their kids? Like, these people are homeless, and that's the reason that they're taking their children. They're homeless because of a natural disaster. Like, I don't even understand what the hell is going on right now. But they're literally taking them because their parents are homeless and have nowhere to go. I have just never in my entire life seen something like this. And I live in Tennessee. We have horrible tornadoes that wipe out houses, and people are homeless, and they only get 3 days in a motel through Red Cross, and then they're homeless, and they don't lose their children. So this is happening. It is still happening. These families need help. I encourage you, if you have Airbnbs anywhere close in Tennessee, North Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, just anywhere near these states that were impacted, or in these states that were impacted, that these Airbnbs or second homes or whatever that are available, and you are willing to allow these families to live there long enough to get their children back, please reach out to me, because this is absolutely horrible.
All right.
North Carolina CPS and child support is a joke. CPS has been investigating my friend for like 6 months now because she canceled a doctor's appointment for her baby. An appointment about fluoride. She does have the right to reschedule. The CPS worker comes out, declares her home a mess. She does have 3 small kids under the age of 4. It's not supposed to look like a museum. Then they tell her, get this, she needs to take parenting classes because her 3-year-old has separation anxiety. because he cried when they took him from her. I guess kids are just supposed to be happy when they're snatched out of their mother's arms. She takes the drug test, passes it, does the parenting classes, completes it, gets the house cleaned up. Now they're saying, well, you're a danger to your kids. How? We don't have to tell you that. So we're going to be placing your children next door at your mother's house, about 25 feet away. If she's such a danger, why are you putting her kids directly next door to her home? Oh, and giving her rights to go spend the night, allow them to come spend the night, take them to all their appointments, basically be their mom. Except they live in a different house. CPS told her that the doctor is the one that called in the report to them. Well, we just found out that was a lie. Her aunt is the one that called in the report. She admitted to it. Because she wants my friend's second child. They told her she had to take parenting classes because her child had separation anxiety when they took him. Don't most small kids cry when you take them from their parents? So my friend asked DSS, did they have a legal court order to remove her children? Because in North Carolina, you must have one to take someone's child and keep them out of the home. And you're supposed to have the court order within 24 hours of taking the child. The DSS worker says she couldn't give her that information or show her that document. So I'm taking her to see an attorney this week. And if we find out that DSS did not have a legal court order signed by a judge, can you say lawsuit? Many families have sued North Carolina Department of Social Services, and several have gotten up to $4 million. That's how corrupt our DSS is here in North Carolina. It's so corrupt that Department of Health and Human Services has taken over Department of Social Services in several counties. But Health and Human Services hadn't done much either. I honestly haven't seen any change since they took over. We got DSS workers shredding evidence, lying about having court orders and custody visitation agreements, illegally removing hundreds of children without court orders, intimidating parents, threatening to arrest parents who don't sign the CV agreement. There's so much to this, y'all just wouldn't believe. But there's proof, and that's all we need. This has been going on for way too long in North Carolina, and it's time to stop. Parents, you better know your rights when dealing with DSS.
There we go.
And then all of a sudden DPS shows up, and then your son is gone.
Yeah. They closed my case, and then a few days later, I get knocks on my door.
And so if Helene wasn't bad enough,
Yeah.
they got to hit you when you're already vulnerable and on the edge.
They know that I'm here by myself doing what I can myself for two other human beings. He's in foster care at least an estimated an hour and 45 minutes away.
And right before I pulled in here, you just got a piece of mail.
I did.
And the gist of that document basically says that the judge just has decided it's in the best interest of Benji to stay in the state's custody until December 3rd, where you're going to have a preliminary hearing. Right. Now, at the first preliminary hearing, you were not accompanied by an attorney. No. You were alone.
I was alone.
And did you ask for an attorney?
I did.
And you were denied.
I filled out the paperwork. It was given back to the judge, and the judge, or the circuit, or the clerk's office 2 days later called me back and said that the Judge Bowers, denied my request.
And that's because they counted the Social Security your son receives
that follows my son
as income for you, which then disqualified your ability to retain state-appointed defense. And the craziest part is you're not receiving those funds. Protective Services is.
They go to the foster family, plus I have to pay child support on top, plus I have to have a place for him to live, plus I have to have transportation to visit him 4 months consecutively, or I lose my parental rights.
So the income that you would have been using to create a rehabilitated home from this situation is now taken away. So they moved him 2 hours away, yes, knowing that you have car troubles, knowing that you don't have the money for a lawyer. They won't give you a lawyer, and they want you, when you're taking care of your mother, to now stop everything you're doing, get a full-time job, and then somehow be able to take care of your mother and drive 2 hours for visitation.
Classes and do this and do that.
Do you think it's possible to to do all the programs they want you to do and take care of your mother and go get a full-time job and be able to maintain that job?
If it's doable, it'll be probably the hardest thing I ever do in my life, with having to take care of Mom and
It's hard.
and still
I do
take
that
care
right
of
now.
myself so that I'm good.
Mm.
Do you think they really are understanding the situation that they're putting you in as a mom?
They don't give a shit. They don't care.
And
It's what they want.
you've had clean drug tests, and
I have.
they want more
Even
and more
drug
and
testing
more.
her.
It seems like when they make one line and they say, hey, come to this line and we'll give you your son
You
back,
gotta step to this one,
and then the next one,
and then you gotta take 20 more steps. Here's your new one.
it's never good enough, is it?
It's gonna go past.
It's going to go past that Dodge Ram up there
It's gonna
pretty
go
soon.
past that. You know.
We're on the other side of the mountain.
It's gonna go down to the state line. It will.
And then by then, you know what they do? They've alienated you so far and drugging you through the mud so far that now they say, well, you have no established ties. And constitutionally, we have no obligation to reunite families with no established ties.
When you're singled out, you're alone, you're alienated. Who in their right mind would allow a child to go back to somebody like that? But they've designed it that way.
It feels like a boot on the back of your neck, doesn't it?
On the back of your neck, in your nose, in your jaw, in your chest, in your...
And does that make it hard to do the right thing every day? Does it make it more difficult for you to do the right things for yourself and as a mother and for everyone that needs you? Does it make it any easier or harder on you, all this pressure and weight that they put on you?
Pressure and the weight make you want to crumble. I mean, for 8 years now, that's all I've had to be is strong. And I crumbled one time. Once.
After a horrible disaster.
After a disaster. And they're making me pay for that now. And I understand I'm human. I will make mistakes. I did make mistakes. I don't believe I need to pay to this degree. Period. End of story. You don't need to traumatize my son more, who's already been through enough.
Mm-hmm.
Because of his birthday, he should be in the 1st grade, because wherever his birthday falls. They did bump him up to 2nd grade, because he's amazing, genius level.
He is.
I mean, he's amazing.
He sounds amazing.
They wouldn't let him take any of his toys, anything. They let him take one stuffed animal, one. That was it. He couldn't take his Legos. He couldn't take any of the food he likes to eat. And that was probably the hardest thing I've ever had to do, was put him in that truck.
What do you think he was feeling in that moment? I know these are hard questions.
You could tell he wanted to just crawl right out of that truck, right back into my arms. He just kept pleading with me, please, Mama. Please, Mama, I don't want to. Please come with me.
That's it. That's what they're going through over there. And CPS is taking these freaking kids right from these families.
Yep.
Danielle's right out there on the front lines with them.
Yep. And I mean,
There she
it's
is.
they.
She's here.
I'm here. They're just. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, they're. It's just horrible. Like, I know I know there's a lot of us going through this, but just imagine being in them families' positions, like losing everything already. And you would think that if we're united we stand. I mean, and then in the U.S., I mean, why not? I mean, it's really the citizens of the United States getting together that's helping these people instead of our government, which has all the access to the funding. Why can't we get the help? You know, I'm trying to.
Because they want that land.
Exactly, Kamala Harris, I know her husband is CEO of BlackRock, and if you go back and do an even deeper research, you can find out where all the funding is coming from as well. It's crazy. It's crazy.
They've probably been mining for years there, and they don't even know it.
Right. But and it's like after everything that was in Congo, like that mine over there was going out, and then all of a sudden this started. Why? Then people have been left alone for years, but why all of a sudden? I mean, there was even a flood in 1916 in North Carolina, and they never did. It never experienced anything like this. So you're gonna. I mean, it's because there's another place in the U.S. that's being hit hard right now too. I'm trying to figure out where it is, but they also got a very valuable stuff underneath their ground as well. And I'm trying to. I don't know if it's in Minnesota or Iowa or something, but
Well,
but
look at
nobody's talking
California.
about it.
Look at
California.
California. They're being pounded by snow.
Yeah. Well, I know that there's another place that I've heard. It's New Mexico. There might have been something that was there flood. I mean, it was wherever some more flooding was just recently. I mean, in the last 2 or 3 months.
I know there was a bunch over in Indonesia. There's been a lot
Yeah,
over
there
there.
was. Oh yeah, and they got hit pretty hard. Like they yeah. But they're all sticking together as well. Like it's you know, I got to give credit to where credit's due as far as like Amish people and the Samaritan's Purse and Cajun Navy. Like that's what's up. Like they've stepped up, and I cannot believe like they have been like, it's great, it's awesome, and I love it. And I just wish to God these parents would stick together with the ones that are speaking out. And because I'm telling you, parents don't realize how much power they have, how much they have. And we're all, I mean, I understand because I've been in the same position as any parent that's just going through this. We don't realize how powerful we are, but it's not too late. We can still protect our children, but don't give up. That don't mean give up. Like, just because you think that you don't know, you do know. Just don't give. That's the worst thing to do, is to give up on your child, let alone the children of America. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's when they start applying the pressure, apply it right back. Come back at them. If you know you're in the right, give them hell. Like, keep them on their toes, man, because that's what I'm doing over here, and they don't. It is what. Hey, I'm going to do this for my kids and anyone else's children, because this is bullshit. Let alone, I mean, what they're doing over in North Carolina. I mean, what got me, I'll tell you what got me so attached to this North Carolina thing. When you're looking at videos of drone footage through TikTok or whatever social media platform, and you're helping find, and you see something that you wouldn't think would be a little girl smashed between rocks, like she's just and holding a teddy bear. I mean, that right there is what got me, and it got my heart right there. I was stuck. I mean, and I helped find the people, like in the footage, and then out there. I mean, in person. I mean, it's just. I mean, seeing something like that will break your heart like you ain't ever imagined. Like, just, I mean, a kid, and this was in plain sight on this video, and I fell to my knees right there, and that got me, because you wouldn't believe how many kids out there. I mean, the horrible stuff, like the current of the what am I saying? The water current, like how much pressure, how much like force it was pulling these people's skins off of them. So just imagine, why isn't the government helping these families? These people had to experience this stuff in freaking person, and CPS want to be out there being bullies. Come on, people, like, grow the fuck up. Are they that miserable with themselves? They got to pick on people that's already vulnerable. So, I mean, it's absolutely, it's very disgusting. I mean, drone footage will even show where there's like a rib cage of a torso of sitting up, where someone that was once sitting there that was going through, and you could tell that. I mean, they just found a 7-year-old still attached to her dad hanging onto his belt loop up underneath 30 foot of freaking mud. So, I mean, just think, and CPS want to be bullshitting. Come on now. They look. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even, because
say it. Say it.
My thing is these motherfuckers don't need to be. They need to be worried when they leave the office. That's what they need to be, for the parents that are really gonna do something, because this is where it's gonna take it to the streets. I'm sorry. I'm not they're just hiding behind that bullshit. Well, come and meet us face to face. I promise you, because you won't be straight up. Learn
No,
the streets.
everybody in North Carolina needs to stand together. They need to make sure that they putting a stop to all this shit. You know?
Yep. And that's there's people on the outside like us coming in. Yep. And that's where that's where a lot. I mean, they got the attention, they got it, and they're what they're trying to be is being deterred from the outside world, from us. And that's what the government's trying to do because they want that. I mean, it's all coming down to greed and that land. They're going to hit them where they hurt, and they're the most vulnerable right now. Like, when you lose everything, you already know what time it is. I mean, you would do and there's people like they're gonna buckle under pressure. I mean, I just hope to God. But there's a lot more stronger ones out there than what we think. You would never believe, but my God, there is. And there's people out there that got more strength than me, and I'm going through my stuff with, and where they're gonna hit us families where we hurt the most is that's our children, our elderly, are the ones that are in this the most, Like when they say that they're not just hitting like down like families that are involved maybe in like a drug bust or something. They're hitting families that are fine, that maybe just be struggling, living paycheck to paycheck. My God, leave the families were fine before you intervene just by hearsay or someone saying some bullshit on them. No. Yes, and I've been shadow banned on TikTok because of people here recently, and I don't give a shit. I'm gonna keep doing what I do. I don't care. Let them try to stop me. They can't stop me. I'll be on there more. My haters are my motivators. I mean, you tell me why they're wanting to shut. Why they're wanting to hush people down. Hey, Herbert. But yeah, just if y'all know anybody or anything or can give any resources, please reach out about North Carolina. Anything, anybody knows anybody, and if you know anybody that needs help, please reach out and let us know because I'll get the help as much as I can out there, and even while I'm out there.
Yeah, Daniel, you're going up there tomorrow or the next day, aren't you?
Friday. Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah, Friday.
She usually goes up on the weekends.
Yeah, because you can't, because it's hard, like because I have my brother as well. I take care of my brother, so I don't want to leave him, because he wants to go with me, and it's just we got our own lives. We do have our own lives that we still, and that's what, and these people up there are so nice. Like they are so they're more caring about us than, I mean, they're more worried about the people up there helping out than they are their own. And that's what's awesome about these people. Like you talk about morals and respect and like loyalty. I mean, and just what's, I mean, I'm like, no, ain't it supposed to be the other way around? Don't worry about like the hospitality is, these people are I mean, I'm like, no, and you would never think they're the most welcomingest, caringest people. And they do appreciate everything because I'll have to find out what that one gentleman said. He's an elderly. He's like, what's more do we got? He said, the only thing we got is y'all now. And he's like, y'all are family to us. That's what he said. And these people don't know us from a hole in the wall. Like, we're just doing but I mean, you would think that, the government, the ones that's what they're supposed to help with, I thought. Just like the CPS workers, a family that's going through it, they're supposed to be attached to you at the hip and helping you get back up to the area you need to be in to strengthen your family, to get you back to be able to take care of your family like you was before. Whatever your weekend, but they don't do that at all. Because, I mean, I have not heard of many families getting their kids back much at all lately. And I'm sitting here with my situation, and mine's like,
nobody is winning their kids back. Nobody is getting their kids back.
I have not heard because it's all about money. Like, I mean, come on, they're even picking on kids that are in extended foster care. Like, come on, these kids don't even want to be there, and you're still keeping them. What? Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. Like, especially, I mean, there's when Trump really when he gets into office, oh boy.
Yeah, it's all about the money.
Yep, and he's. I have a good feeling about him when he finally gets in. He's not going to put up with this bullshit. They just need to get rid of CPS altogether. If a judge granted me and my family it left it up to us to decide what to do, like with me visiting and being involved in my kids' lives, how the hell did CPS get involved after a decade? How the hell did CPS get involved after a decade and think they're going to do anything to change? Bullshit. It's not happening over my dead body.
Yep.
Yep.
Get that right.
Why in the hell didn't they come in 5 years ago or 10 years ago? Why in the hell didn't the judge get them involved back then? So no, you're not going to sit here. No, don't. No, like they know nothing, and they involve themselves in the wrong mama's world. I promise you that. And I'm not afraid
If there's
to say
anybody
it.
out there that can help us with this Tennessee stuff, email us at cpsvhuntingjustice.
Oh, yeah, in Tennessee, in Tennessee as well, because they're. It's just crazy.
Anywhere that can give us a hand with this stuff.
Right. Oops.
Do that for sure. And I feel the same way, man. I feel the same way, Touche. These politicians, I know Trump seems like he's the man, but you're right. He's a billionaire and he talks the talk to get himself put into an office. I love the guy, but he don't give two shits about me or you. Let's see.
It's all a political gameship. It's all a political thing. And that's really what I learned with John Ossoff as well. I mean, John Ossoff has did some things with the Texas governor. Oops, I just made a mess.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all. I just dropped my phone. That's great. Nice. But but they've got this Foster Care Transparency Act for these families, for CPS that's not documenting nothing. I just messed up my screen, didn't I?
No, we were just looking at your nice pool in the background.
I know it's beautiful, ain't it? Gotta love the weather. It's great over here, guys. It's nice. It's look.
Well, we're past that
point. Right?
Let's do some last words.
Look,
Herbert, we'll finish the video tomorrow. Let's do some last words, Herbert. Hold on, Herbert. We don't hear you. Herbert left.
Did he leave?
Penny?
Oh.
I don't know. Herbert didn't want to do last word. Penny. Last words, bud?
I hope all of you out there that are watching try to have a great Thanksgiving, even though our kids have been taken. It's not the same without them. They definitely do make up the holidays for us and bring us to life, and seeing them open gifts and everything. But I just want to remember to those of you out there that if you need someone to talk to, reach out to any one of us. If you need to talk during the holidays, we're here to listen. We're here to give you advice. We don't want to see you lose a life, especially your own, over the holidays. So with that said, you guys keep CPS out of your home and away from your kids.
Danielle, last words.
I just don't give up. Keep fighting. Anybody that's going through this, keep fighting. Ashley, keep fighting. Don't give up. Do not give up on anybody's kids. And I'm here. If anybody needs to talk or reach out, I'm here. Because I know what you're going through. Just stick together, and I promise you, we will overcome this. It's going to come to an. These people are going to be brought down. Justice has to be brought to them because this is bullcrap. So just don't give up. Document everything, and we got you. Just know we got your back.
All right. Herbert, last words.
Herbert.
Are you able to hear me?
We can hear you now. Yes, sir.
Are you able to hear me?
Yes,
okay.
Sir.
I just want to say at the end of that tape, I'm going to say a last word, but I want to tell you at the end of that tape you were watching before, the parent allowed the officer in the house to go through the refrigerator, the cabinets and everything was resolved.
Beautiful.
They didn't take the kid.
Watch the end of that.
Yeah, because they treat that like they're on probation or something. That's crazy.
Right. Treat those people bad.
Mm-hmm.
That's your
Anyway,
last
my
words,
last
Herbert?
words is, yeah. Don't let the police or CPS into your home without a warrant.
Oh yeah.
Right.
All right.
Make sure
And
they got
I'm
the
gonna
right
piggyback off
documentation.
Vinny. That's right. Don't you let them in there. I'm gonna piggyback off of Vinny. If you guys need to, if you're feeling awful tomorrow or whatever, get in touch with us. Email us. I'll be checking the emails all day. Just send me your phone numbers, whatever. Shoot the shit with you, do whatever. Don't do something stupid because
Right.
we're gonna
Happy
be listening.
Thanksgiving.
So
Yeah, I probably won't be on
do the
tomorrow.
best you can.
I'll probably be on Friday.
All right. All right. Well, we'll see Herbert on Friday, but we'll see the rest of you guys tomorrow night. Do the best you can tomorrow. If you need us, email us. Other than that, I'm the CPS Punisher. We are out of here.
Bye, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving.
Right.
The world getting crazy, baby, chill. Don't medicate, just meditate. You waking up now, well, baby, you hella late. Educate, look at what's going on, let it resonate, accelerate. Find your inner hunger like you never ate. Agenda is to push the hate, separate and segregate. Don't celebrate quite yet, the storm is coming, Q, for heaven's sake. Violence that they demonstrate, instigate and penetrate. The values of our country and our God is what they desecrate. My fighters ain't no featherweight, pulling out the seams of the fabric that they fabricate. They feed us lies, manipulate, intimidate through fear and force, forcing us to sit and wait till we come together, congregate, and then we liberate. Praying that you give me strength to find some love amongst the hate. Marching on these streets of blood till I see the golden gates. Troubadour and troubled souls, one of God's servants. Blades out, cut the grass till we see the serpents.
One day I hope you see the truth. This puppet show stays on because of you fools. We've been dancing with the devil way too long. I know it's fun, but get ready to pay your dues. Oh God, come back home. This crazy world is filled with liars and abusers. We need you now before we're too far gone. I hope one day they finally see the truth. God, we need you now.
I know the truth is hard to swallow, just digest it. Suspected something's going on, but chose to just neglect it. Deflected by some breaking news, oh, we just accept it. Expected just to fall in line and follow their perspective. Don't question their objective, but I got a lot of questions. How these kids molested, but nobody's been arrested. Read it in the testament, these children are protected. So I'm fighting all these terrorists, both foreign and domestic. Refuse to be directed, blind, not a sheep. Only kneel to my God, so I'm dying on my feet. Silence when we speak, but there's violence in the street. I've been rolling with the punches, I can't take it on the cheap. Drink from a glass half full, I'm optimistic. People are sadistic, so vicious and malicious. Praying for assistance to overcome opposition, or I'm gonna start resisting and then I'll pray for forgiveness.
One day I hope you see the truth. This puppet show stays on because of you fools. We've been dancing with the devil way too long. You're ready to pay your dues. Oh God, come back home. This crazy world is filled with liars and abusers. We need you now before we're too far gone. I hope one day they finally see the truth. God, we need you now. 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 One day, one day, one day. Oh, one day I hope you see the truth. This puppet show stays on because of you fools. We've been
who has been torn away from their security blanket, their parents, the ones who stop the boogeyman from terrorizing the nights and curing their boo-boos when they scrape their knees. Now just imagine how they mightest feel when the CPS meant to protect them tears them away from their supposed abusers and places them with strangers who have zero comforting skills. They need to be calm. They are confused, lost, panicked, and needing their parents, but CPS took them away for the purpose of saving them. The kids don't even know why, and they are told that the parents they attach to no longer want them. What do you think that does? Do you think that this is how protecting children is supposed to look? Abolish CPS.